Benefits for cloning by Ben Fuller. Cloning can benefit infertile couples. Right now there are 12 million Americans alone who cannot reproduce, either by themselves or by their own, or by other methods for reproducing. Cloning can allow these couples to have a child that is genetically related to them. You might be wondering, what's important about having a genetically related child? Having a genetically related child gives people a chance to participate in the creation of a new life, allows people to carry on their bloodline, and can have a religious significance to some. And parents have a better bond with a child when they're related to them, when it's really their child. How does it work? Many people think of reproductive cloning. They think of like a baby being born in like a test tube somewhere in a lab. That's not the case. If a man cannot reproduce, then by taking the man's somatic cell transfer DNA in the woman's ova, they can make a child, and the woman can bear the child and become the gestational mother. So pretty much she can have a pretty natural birth, just as a normal child would, in this case. And when both people in the couple cannot reproduce, have a reproducing SCNT from one member and using donated unfertilized eggs and a surrogate mother, the child can be reproduced. Many people think they're going to have, having a cloned child, there will be many issues with the child. Oh, sorry, I messed up. So, cloning is not only good for heterosexual couples, but it can allow lesbian couples to reproduce too. One of the members would provide the ovum and carry the child, while the other would provide genetic material. Now this is where many people think these would be issues with having a cloned child. They believe that a cloned child would be exactly the same as the parents. The clone, knowing how his life would turn out, would have emotional problems, and the clone wouldn't be loved as much as a normal baby. The cloned child would not be exactly the same as the parents, because it is in a different environment as the parents and is grown up in a different way. The two things that make up who you are your genes and your environment around you. So having a different environment, the cloned child would not be exactly the same as the parent. And with it not being exactly the same as the parent, it wouldn't turn out exactly the same as the parent, so it wouldn't know how its life would exactly be. And a cloned child would be loved as much as a normal baby, because the point of reproductive cloning is to have a child that is yours, not to have just some like baby in a closet for when you need it, like an organ or something like that. The point is to have your own baby that is yours. Many different religious groups have taken a stand on cloning. Catholic and Protestant churches. They view cloning as bad because with cloning, there's the killing of human embryos, which they view to have full human status. Now, does embryos really have full human status? They don't feel emotions, and they don't feel pain or anything. But yeah, we kill animals, which they obviously have emotions and can feel real pain. I mean, we club baby seals for like stupid things as like a coat. Why shouldn't we sacrifice a few human embryos so people can reproduce their own child? Jewish scholars are for medical research for cloning, but are against reproductive cloning because they feel it would alter Jewish inheritance. So pretty much what they're saying is, with a cloned child, would that be truly Jewish? That may be important for the group, the Jewish community, but is it really an important argument for all of humanity as for people who are not Jewish? Muslim scholars are against cloning because they feel that a clone would have too many health and development issues, and that cloning is considered abuse of women. Now, with enough research in cloning, these health and development issues can be done. They can be annihilated. And is it considered abuse of women if a woman wants to produce, wants to go through with cloning? If it's truly her choice of cloning, is it abuse? I think it's more of abuse to not give her the choice to clone. Buddhism. No Buddhist leader has actually taken a standpoint on cloning yet, but scholars believe that it is acceptable in Buddhism.